Hey, we got Tiff and we got Josh.
Hello.
Hello.
Who are going to introduce themselves and talk you through how to set up investor days.
Should I go first then?
Ladies first.
Thank you. Hi guys, Tiffany here. So, preparation for Investor Day. Where do I begin? So, number one, attendance list. You need to know who's coming, your numbers, where they're coming from. You need to make sure you have their contact details or email address. If you don't have those details, what you do, is basically fill out a spreadsheet and make sure that you put that they haven't got any details on there. So when they do come, you're able to take that and make sure your database is up to date with their update details and contacts. Coming here today, so I went to Susanna's house, stole all of her chairs, basically. Her mugs, cutlery, got some biscuits, got a tea urn.
I think when you've made it in business is when you've got a tea urn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If not, bring a kettle. If you even want, get microwaves. So how I would set up starting first is put the positioning of the presentation board. Make sure that it's all working. Make sure that it's all working, that the laptop connects to the projector, that the projector connects to the presentation board, because that's the main bit. You want to make sure that you've got everything on your USB that's up to date as well.
Why are we not holding it in some fancy hotel?
Because that's not what we're about.
Yeah.
We're about showing you where it's from. This is how it starts. This is the beginning. So we're actually in a property that we refurbed about a week ago. It finished. And it's on the market at the moment. We've had about 7 to 8 viewings already. So it's best to bring your investors, if you can, to a place where they can physically see stuff and touch it and see how we do things. They can go around the rooms upstairs, which is basically the showroom, and they can go and like speak to the neighbours or etc. and just see how the area is.
What else are we going to do this afternoon?
We're going to take them to another property. One of your HMOs, hopefully your final one.
Yeah, right.
Which is mid-refurbishment, so you'll be able to see the different stages of how TGPC works.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Josh.
Okay, so something that I want to add to that is make sure you have a reply to confirm you're coming. From experience, I've invited 48 people to a lovely investor day that had everything set up and one person turned up. I mean, they got a very personal service, and I'm sure we'll end up doing a joint venture at some point. But make sure you've got a reply, and if necessary, charge them £5 to make them actually give a it's a commitment fee.
Yes.
In as much to I'm definitely coming.
Yeah.
And the other tip from experience is make sure you put out more biscuits than you eat, because otherwise you get fairly unpopular. Few chairs, relax.
Yeah.
Conversation will kind of rule your day. I mean, you can have a board and all this kind of stuff, not actually necessary. It's just a good property company extra. So if you're doing that at home, you don't have to have all the equipment here. You can just do it in your lounge, in your property, or even if you put a small amount of money into someone else's property, you can say, as part of the deal, I want to use that to have my investor days, because when investors come to the properties, that's when it's real, you can touch, they feel, and they're more likely to invest.
Absolutely. What kind of follow-up do you guys both do? I know what we do at TGPC.
I'll let you say yours first, and then I'll
and then I'll come in.
I'll give a few days. I'll have a follow-up phone call. I want to get some feedback on how the day went, whether they thought they got value for money, if they paid for it, anything they thought I could improve on, because ultimately the better it is, the more people I am likely to have in the door and ultimately have joint ventures with in the future.
And Tiff, what's our follow-up?
Call next day.
So before they leave, we've got the have a call with Ash, have a call with
Tiffany. So we have
here we
couple
go.
of boards here, basically, so you can either book a call in with me or Ash for the following day. So basically you'll call with me on Wednesday, then Ash Thursday, Friday. So basically the calls are just basically with me finding out how the investor day was for you, what are they looking for, what maybe we can do together, etc. And with Ash, then we're talking about the type of deals that we do and etc.
Yes.
And then we also have a follow-up conference call with Susanna that they're more than welcome to come and join once a month. Make them aware of all the events that Susanna are going to be at, make sure that they